Hello and welcome to Chill Zone Gaming with me, Hansi. How are we all doing this evening? Um, Usual Wednesday night fanatics. We have got some more D&D, Dad's Island. We're going to be continuing on with our campaign, so I'm going to jump into the chat with the folks. Hello.
So, how was your second emergency bowel movement?
Oh, it was disastrous.
Wait, there was a first one?
As always.
Yeah, you wanted the first one off stream. So.
Yeah, I thought I'd combine the
I
two.
see.
We move into the D&D group, or are we just going to stay in Echo?
You are.
We can move to D&D.
Switch out.
Penis!
There you go.
Ta-da!
I tried clicking on D&D 3 times and it wouldn't fucking move.
Did you actually click on it, or did you just get
I
retarded?
think I kept missing it because you guys moved in, and when you move in, it budges it up.
It's-
So I clicked on you guys 3 times.
Damn it! Why do you keep moving?
Excellent.
So, I believe there was a murder.
No,
A
no,
murder.
there wasn't a murder. Oh no, wait, no, that murder. Right, okay, no, I didn't murder anybody.
Yet.
I love it. Me and Kay are on the same level with this.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
We know what to expect. So,
You're giving away character traits at this point.
I thought it was quite,
That's
quite
a
well
wrap
known.
for tonight then,
character,
folks.
would say.
I am.
I can't actually remember exactly where we left it off. Were you
I
guys...
just been set fire to by the little cunt in the wizard tower.
That... Oh, God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but you put it out as you walked through like a damp puddle or something. You heard it fizz.
And then I decided I was not going to fucking murder the little shit.
That's right.
And I'll go back to the hotel and patch it up because I forgot that I'm proficient.
In
Sewing.
needlework.
Yes,
That's handy.
indeed.
So,
And
I think...
jewellery making, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could do some crafting then? With
Yeah, I
materials.
basically made myself a useful character.
I mean, you could have made your own maracas, damn it.
I could have picked my own what? Could have. Oh,
Maracas.
no, because I.
I don't know.
I don't
what
know
that
Pull
would
tools.
fall
materials
under.
and put them together.
It's easier to get Terry to make up.
Well, you got a new character from it as well. You got good old.
What's his face?
Come on, guys.
Oh, what was his name?
Good old, come on, guys. Okay.
Wait, oh,
Gee.
Kay likes the good old come on, guys. Hello.
No, you're the one talking
No,
about it, not me. I'm
you're
just
the one
pointing
that said
it
the
out.
full sentence. Yep, no.
I'm just
I
pointing out
don't
what you said.
actually have the guy's name. Actually,
Come on, it's an A-team reference.
I didn't write it down then.
One who's
Oh, Murdoch T. Jones.
Clinically-
Yeah,
yeah,
there we go.
yeah.
Sorry. Oh yeah, he was the general storekeeper.
Yep.
And we got Bill Nye, the science guy, who has
Bill.
multiple roles. I put next to it.
Multiple roles.
Multiple roles.
He's a jack of
Still
all
waiting to fulfill
trades.
his main role.
Your spouse is the main one, isn't it?
No, because that never happened. But he's also the maid.
You wouldn't know how he rolls because you fucking rejected it.
I did.
You could have been.
Poor Bill.
You could intimately know how he rolls, but no.
Nope, not interested. Is he just human as well?
Sorry,
Oh no, he's a tiefling, wasn't he?
Tiefling. Yeah, he was horny for you.
He was. I think he's horny all the time. I don't think he can help that.
Hey. Ooh, there's a game of CS:GO going down.
So I think I'm still just sat in a bathtub,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming you guys are now back at the Blue Dragon Inn.
Heading back to the Blue Dragon.
Oh, you're heading back there. Okay. Yeah, take it away.
Okay.
The long silence.
Well, my only thing would be, so what do you want to do?
I want to fix my cape.
Okay. Where are you gonna go to fix your cape?
I'm gonna need to go to the general store, aren't I?
He's gonna you're gonna go back and he's gonna be like, look, the maracas are not done yet.
Ding ding!
If you want to go to the general store, you can go to the general store.
Unless I see like a
Do you,
what were they called? What would they be called? A clothier?
A clothier or a tailor.
Haberdashery.
I thought you could do it yourself. Do you not have the?
I don't have any shit on me.
Oh, do you not have any like spare cloth and?
No. I need some.
That's the garden centre.
What? Loincloth?
No, shit on you.
Ah, right, anyway. To any form of haberdashery. And failing that, the general store.
I would suggest there is bound to be
A tailor or
somewhere
something.
that makes clothes. Yeah.
Is it like
To
Kingsman?
wherever that is.
I mean, it very much could be like Kingsman.
God.
This is where Skullduggery actually turns
Not-
into becoming an assassin
I'm
instead.
not gonna get employed into the Kingsman program today.
I mean, that's one way to not become a pacifist. So you're
Just getting some writing equipment because this is a new shop and therefore this is new people who need new names.
yeah. I need to add that to my list. Actually, if I move YouTube into the character list for City of how many sessions have we done in City of Star?
At least 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So Bill Nye the Science Guy and Dwayne Dibley is the stable guy.
Dwayne Dibley.
So the tailor, I think he should be one of the new races. Let's find.
Did I read that there was something new coming out in 5th edition? A new class?
Probably.
It came up on my news feed and I forgot to actually like properly look into it. I think it's like a hunter kind of role, but I think it's like more specified, like a bit like a demon hunter, but not a demon hunter.
I kind of got a character that I want to see as a tailor. I just think they would be fantastic.
Oh,
Just trying to see what their character traits.
and a giant.
A giant fish!
Oh, they rarely make enduring commitments. That's rarely, not don't. Chaotic neutral, yeah, that'd be fine.
How many races
Expert.
are there now in 5th edition?
Plenty. Expert forgery. That sounds as though they would make good tailors.
Why are we making
Anyone else?
tables?
Tailor.
Oh,
Anyone else watch Deep Space Nine?
Garrick.
Yeah. So an expert forger, i.e., someone along the lines of Garrick, like a spy type character. That's perfect. Yep. Okay. So you you come across the tailor shop. Do you? I take it you want to go in.
probably.
So there's a sign on the front, but it's a very dull shop. Like the windows are dirty. And as you open a door, a little bell chimes.
What's the name of it?
Whatever his name is, Taylor's.
Taylor,
actually,
obvious.
her name.
He- Obviously Taylor.
Is his name Swift?
No, but there's got to be something. This is called Raven's Tailors.
Okay, I like that.
Sounds like a furry thing to me.
I'm thinking of Teen Titans, but
And the shop is quite dark inside,
Oh my god.
but there's like some mannequins inside. The door that kind of there's like a central passageway. There's some mannequins on either side, displaying some exquisite clothes. And then beyond the mannequins, you see stacks of textiles. Um, Clearly, that's his like supply of what he makes stuff out of.
Fabricules.
Yeah,
Is it a Cancun?
uh,
Is it a Cancun?
it freaking is. Yeah. You get to the end, and he doesn't really have like a he doesn't really have a like a surface with a till or anything. It's just you just see him sat at a table with like a foot pedaled sewing machine, um, working on making garments.
A singer.
And sat there is a Kenku.
How am I spelling that?
Well, it's just his race.
Yeah,
So
I don't know what the fuck one of those is. So how am I spelling it?
he's like a giant bird.
How am I spelling it?
Kenku.
There we go. Ah, one of
I
those boys.
I love this race.
Aren't they just lies and cheats through and through?
No.
I think that whatever you make them.
Yeah.
I thought that race was renowned for just being
Oh, they make really good spies and
rogues and spies. Yeah.
yeah.
I just want him to just go
Right.
Car all the time.
I just can't be bothered to roleplay.
That's alright.
Just gonna be like, sup. I want some purple cloth, please. Or I'll be like, I'm looking for some materials to fix my cape.
As he's walking down the shop, he's kind of like he looks at where he's going for a bit, and then kind of stops. Looks back at you, looks at your cape, looks at a stack of cloth, looks forward a bit more, keeps looking, and then he kind of like comes back with this frilly material, going, "Have you considered this as a trail for your cloak?"
I had not, but I am now.
Aha! It would be dashing. It would look fantastic.
Those are two of my favourite words.
Next to kill and destroy.
Excellent. So he was like, "Would you like me to measure your cloak?"
Sure.
So he
Well,
measures.
I'll say I only need a length of it, as I do my own tailoring for the most part.
He was like, "Okay. How many yards would you like?"
Like 3
Fair enough.
yards.
So this the color matches your cloak like perfectly,
Mhm.
but it looks a lot more extravagant.
How much would 3 yards be? That's a good question to ask.
He's gonna say he wants 2 gold.
Yeah, that sounds like a fair price. I can do that.
Is there anything else? Do
Probably,
you need
but I
any
can't think of
utensils?
it.
Do you need thimbles and needles and thread and?
I have a tailor's pack, so no.
He pulls out this roll of silken thread. He's like, this would set it off perfectly.
Is it magic yarn?
It is not, but it is silken and smooth and shiny and lovely.
No, I'm afraid for today I shall be fine with just the length of cloth. As I said, it's just a quick repair today. But
He kind of looks at your leather outfit and the cloak, and he was like, You have to come back sometime. We can do wonders with.
Yes, no, I'll definitely keep you in mind. It's nice to know a good tailor. But as I said, today it's just a quick fix, and I must be on my way.
Yeah, he's sort of like, rather than sort of like some people who look at you warily because you don't show your face, he's just looking at the costume and thinking,
Yee.
excellent.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
But in a more like cawing kind of voice.
Yes.
I was about to try it and then decided against it instantly.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's going to make an excellent tailor.
I like him already just because he's a Kanku.
I feel like you would be good. I'm just so fucking tired. I shall buy my length of cloth and
Yeah.
and go back to the tavern.
Okie dokie.
I almost forgot to add the 0 when taking gold off from my gold. So I almost just went from 42 to 4.
Okay, so you can head back to the inn or what have you.
Sup,
Yeah,
Angelus?
Varus. What's Varus doing now that you've got yourself some scrolls?
Barris wasn't doing much. He was just walking around the village, just taking in the sights, looking around. Not really looking much.
You walk around the town or the city. Plenty
Town.
of. You got to remember this place is still under siege. There's still plenty of military around. You see. Can't remember what his name is now. Dibley.
Wayne.
You see Dibley. He seems to be very much delivering horses to those in the military who need them, and then taking them back to the stables once they're finished with. He seems to be very busy all the time. You see, there's still a trade going because there's extra people in the town. It's not quiet by any means. There's lots of people here because everyone's here as refugees. You see guards up on the palisades and whatnot. Every now and again, you see like arrows fly at flying demon.
Yeah, keeping a weather eye on the sky for any more nose-diving bugs.
I forgot about that.
Other than that, it's a relatively nice day. Sun's out, not a lot of cloud or anything. It's just pretty good.
Well, after we spent some time just walking around, he just goes back to the inn.
Fair enough. Princess, what are you up to?
I think it's about high time I finished my bath.
Prune!
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Yeah,
You get out, and what you didn't realize is what your character would have realized, but clearly you'd forgotten or overindulged is when Asimars take baths for a really long time, they literally go prune top to bottom, head to toe, like totally prune.
That's cool. I can deal with that.
Okay.
I just I've like get out of the bath, I dry myself off, I put my clothes back on and everything. Actually, while I was there like a facility to like have your clothes cleaned while you're bathing, or
Uh-huh.
how much would that cost?
Oh, I think. Oh, where's my notes? is. Yeah. Bill Nye comes in, quite happy to take your clothes for dry cleaning.
Of course he is.
Take your clothes off you for dry cleaning.
I did
Oh
that
yeah,
myself.
that too. Offers you more hot water in your bathtub.
You could ask him the specific heat capacity of water. He'd be able to tell you.
He
It's Bill
could.
Nye.
He is Bill Nye. Well, go for all the spiel. I've had my long bath. I feel nice and refreshed. I've got a clear head on what my next steps or what I'm going to be doing next is. I assume my clean clothes are there now, so I get dressed. I pay up whatever I need to pay up for the bath and the clothes cleaning.
It's like someone's running through the events, aren't they? Some might seem on purpose. Bill Nye comes back with your clothes, offers you assistance in getting re-robed.
I just turn to him and go, I can manage myself, but thank you.
Comes back with
Does he work everywhere?
hey,
Yes,
Bill,
that's the joke.
Bill Nye's got to pay the bills.
I've lost count of how many jobs he has.
4. It's not like okay.
It's 4, 3.
Works at the bathhouses. He works at the bar. And
He works
he's a
as your
prostitute.
hey, evening entertainer.
Okay, that too. Whatever you want to call it. Nonetheless, how much do I owe you for that route, for all of it?
Oh, luxury services like that.
Hey, who said anything about luxuries? I went to take a bath and get my clothes clean. I
And
love
you
how
got-
everything I do
and you
gets.
got
Didn't
wasted on.
specify you. Yeah, you were supposed to say. It's like
You-
the
you
classic
didn't-
thing they do in
You didn't
foreign
clean your
restaurants.
clothes yourself. You got someone to do it for you. That's
Yeah, that's what I
luxury
said.
services.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's luxury services.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah,
Your
it's like
average punter is going to do it themselves.
the classic thing they do in foreign bars, isn't it? Where somebody would come to your table and ask if you want another round of drinks, and then you get landed with like a £20 charge for table service.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're like, shit, I could have just gone to the bar and have been absolutely happy to do.
They do that at the Royal Albert Hall, actually. Luckily, I went to the bar myself. I was like, no.
We just use the spoons app.
What's the damage there, Thierry?
He's going to take a couple of gold.
Couple of gold? No problem.
Yeah.
Superb. So, I'm all outfitted again. Okay, my weight just did a weird thing because I took 2 gold off, but fine. I feel nice, refreshed, clear head. Got a purpose in mind, so I head back to the Blue Dragon Inn.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll get back to the Blue Dragon Inn. I kind of like, as I'm walking back to the Blue Dragon Inn, I'm kind of like lost in thought now because I'm contemplating what my next move is, so I'm not really paying attention too much to my surroundings. Obviously aware of not walking into people, but I'm just kind
Oh,
of
you don't have to worry about that. That's fine.
I'm just like lost in thought, so I just kind of like
Yeah.
stroll.
Bill Nye's walking ahead of you, making sure the crowd's parted for you. No one's going to get in your way.
Jesus Christ, got an admirer. It's a curse being.
He knows a princess is walking by. Not supposed to step around for a princess.
It's a curse being this beautiful. Why can't I be like that in real life? Oh, my life is so tragic. Anywho, so yeah, I end up back at the Blue Dragon Inn. I kind of like walk up to the bar and is Mr. Scales there?
No. Dilly is at the bar.
Dilly.
Dilly!
Waiting for that. What time is it now, would you say?
Let's see, murder at 8, and then you had to wait for the guards, and then you went to the tower, and you've had a bath. Midday, so it's between midday and 2 o'clock.
Cool. I walk up to the bar and just go, "Afternoon, Dilly."
I just. Fine. She replies with, Dilly Dilly! I don't know why she did, but she
Why
did.
does Dilly do this?
I don't know. But she did.
And I just order a glass of wine.
Who are you ordering that wine from?
Dilly.
Dilly Dilly!
Is that the prompt, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to say dilly dilly each time, or is that... Do
Dilly
I...
Dilly Dilly Dilly!
Brilliant.
This is going to escalate.
It's gonna...
Wait, how many times did you say Dilly then?
4.
Dilly. So I have to say it 8.
Yeah.
But then I said it once as well. So you gotta say it twice. I've gotta say it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Shall I just change the name to this saga
Dilly
to
Island.
Dilly Island? So yeah, I just order a glass of wine.
Okay. I've got the prices for that listed somewhere.
No.
I actually think they're in Roll20.
Didn't you find it before and it was on Roll20, or was that on a other website?
No, I found it elsewhere.
I really wish I'd saved it, because... Or did I? There's the stupid bit where I realised I had actually saved it.
I think I've got a bookmark.
No, I do not.
17 gold.
For a glass of wine.
Oh, glass.
That could be amusing.
I can't find it. It depends what wine you're buying, really.
Well,
As that episode of Black Books did very well. Older the wine,
Expenses. It is on
expensive the
20.
plenty.
20 gold?
No. So... No, I just said expenses are on Roll20.
Oh, right, so I thought you
So-
said 20. I was like, Jesus, that's an expensive glass of wine.
2 silver for a pitcher of wine.
A pitcher of wine.
Yeah, 10 GP for a fine bottle of wine.
What was it for a pitcher?
2 silver.
2 silver. Yep, I'll pay that and get a pitcher of wine and a single glass.
Hand over a piece of paper.
And I take my pitcher of wine and glass and I just go sit at a table. I've because I'm so deep in thought, I've not even looked around to see if anyone else is there, so I just kind of sit.
Could be amusing. So
I just sit in the corner down here.
So Varys and Skull. So Skullduggery, where are you doing your repairs?
I'm probably in my room, really.
And Varys is doing what?
Hmm?
Not paying attention.
No, that's fine. So once you get back to the inn with Skullduggery, what do you do?
Varys
So-
probably just went back to his room and just laying back in his bed, catching up on much needed sleep that he got denied by someone screaming bloody murder.
Thank you for
That
that,
was
Skullduggery.
in the morning. You didn't lose much sleep over that.
Yeah, you got your full
Had
like.
an afternoon.
Depends on
9
how
o'clock!
Depends how much you wanted to lie in, I suppose.
Varys wanted to lie, damn it.
9 o'clock is a lie-in.
No, it's not.
It depends what day of the week it is.
So anyway, those two are up in their room. You're down. Luna is downstairs drinking wine. What's your plan?
I mean, I'll just be down here drinking the wine until if anyone else comes down. I'm thinking about my plans ahead and everything. I'm kind of mulling over the whole scenario with the death of Mr. Blue, and obviously the fact that it's been determined it's vampires.
Oh yeah, I meant to be pursuing that good vampire pussy.
And I kind of like mulling over the fact was our interaction with Mr. Blue the cause of his death. So I kind of feel a sense of guilt towards it, that we were trying to help him, and obviously us go into his manor to retrieve his things, and then came back, and that night he conveniently got killed by vampires. So I'm trying to like piece things together, and like in my head, she's kind of mulling over to herself, and she's like, I really do need to pay a visit to the town guard and find out if they've come up with anything else on the investigation. Because in my head it seemed like it was very, there's a murder, okay, town guards come, they pick up the body, they don't question us or anything, and then they just leave with the body. So I'm just like, I'm a little bit, I don't know, is disturbed the right word to use for it? Of how
No, that's fine.
how nonchalant the whole scenario was. It's like, it's a murder, but meh. No one seemed that overly fussed about it. So I'm mulling over that as well. So this could be going on for however long time goes
what
by.
Hansy's trying to say here is Lunitari is sat in the corner of the bar crying like a little bitch
No.
Into her goblet of wine.
into her goblet of wine. Pitcher
Excuse
of
me,
wine.
I think I'll say what my character's doing.
You just did. I just paraphrased it.
Fucking paraphrasing.
Wait, what?
Basically,
Go back to sleep, Varys.
No, he just woke up and decided to come downstairs and see what the hell's going
I
on.
feel like I should probably go downstairs after
So, bottom of the
preparing my
stairs
cake.
and sort of sees you open in the corner going, what the hell are you doing?
Thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Care to join me?
Is that wise?
This is
No,
a
but
fact.
it is wine, I say, walking up behind you.
I just kind of look up and I just give you like a smile. I'm just like, well done. sir."
As you're walking along, the tails on your cloak are fluttering in the breeze.
I was about to say I left my cloak in my room, but okay.
But you didn't, so too late now.
But I didn't, so it's fluttering in the breeze inside.
Yeah, I see you've made some Fuck, I can't.
Adjustment.
That's it. I'm really struggling with words today. I see you've made some adjustments. Looks good.
I have.
Adjustments.
Well, some little shit set fire to it. So I've had
This
to.
is
Oh, because I don't actually know about any of this, do I?
Yes.
Set
Well,
fire to
basically,
your cloak. I feel like I need context here.
He
Yeah, so all I
decided to
wanted
pick a
was
fight
damn
with a
book.
schoolboy wizard.
Hmm.
All
I mean,
I
the wizard was
wanted-
half his age and he
All I
decided to pick
wanted
him up.
was a damn book. And you
Yes,
both
and you
know
rose to
full
occasion
well
of a
I could have
child.
hurt him more if I chose.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to be the bigger man.
Yes, you did not.
I nod to him and go, "Well done." Can I get you a drink,
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Varys?
I wouldn't say no to an ale.
I go back up to the bar. Is it Dilly still behind the bar? She's still on
Yeah.
shift.
yeah.
Dilly.
And just go to say to her, "Do you have like an ale, please? Make it a large ale."
She grabs a large tankard and dips it into the cask. Hands it over.
Perfect. How much is that?
Ale. A large ale, probably half a gallon, like big fucking tankard. You did ask for a large.
Yeah, that's fine.
1 silver.
1 silver. Done. Cool. Thank you, Dilly. And I toss her a silver for her troubles.
A gallon is roughly 4 pints, isn't it?
A gallon of beer.
No,
Uh,
no,
big-
because I figured the large would be half a gallon. So if a gallon's it's just 4 pints, isn't it? A gallon.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 pints. Yeah.
Yep.
So you got a 2-pint tankard of ale.
So I paid for that, and I throw a dilly. I throw a dilly to a silver. I throw a silver piece to dilly.
You're gonna struggle. I reckon you'd
I've-
break your legs if you tried that.
I then go just say for your services, thank you, and then I walk back to the table, and I pass Varys his tankard of ale.
Don't struggle with it, but thank you, dear.
You're welcome. How has your day perceived you?
It's been not eventful. Interesting trip to the Wizard Tower. Quite funny, quite amusing.
How is old
then,
Flubberbeard?
Flubbery.
Uh,
Beardy.
Biddy, that's for sure.
Still playing his
flubbery.
pranks?
Yes.
He's taught his students well, that's for sure.
Ah, good to know. I basically turn to the pair of to Varys and Skullduggery and just go, so what are your future plans now?
Sleep, I think.
Did I say whether that Kenku was male or female?
You did not.
Male, I think you implied, but I don't know whether you specified.
Yeah, you implied he was male, but you didn't specify.
No, you went to say he was male, and then you said, actually, no, female.
Works out fantastic.
Bit of both.
I'm assuming Raven was her name.
Yes, because I said Taylor should be their name, then you said no, female, and I said, well, Taylor still works.
Oh, that's right, because I said, she called Swift? So it would be Taylor Swift, but...
No, I was thinking of some sort of pun on her first name. Well, not even a pun, but some sort of link on her first name. So I figure she's going to be called Cheryl.
Cheryl.
If you don't get that link, get out now. This is where all of you leave.
I was going to say, and
I
that's the end of
didn't
the session.
hear the link.
I'll be
but-
honest, I wasn't listening.
So she's Kenku, and I've called her Cheryl.
Well, see you later.
See ya.
Oh, man.
Cheryl.
And that was
Yeah,
the
for
end.
Cheryl Crow.
Oh,
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 fuck's sake.
okay.
God damn.
Cheryl Crow?
Although
Don't ask the question.
I've called her Cheryl Raven, but you know the link was there for Cheryl.
Cheryl Raven? Huh?
That was the name of the Kenku in the
Yeah, but what's the reference
Taylor's.
to Cheryl Crow?
Cheryl Crow. It's a Kenku. It's a bird person.
Yeah, I got that part. But
So her first name is Cheryl to go with Cheryl Crow. You know the singer.
That's Cheryl Cole.
no, I don't know
but-
the singer. That's why it's lost
Well,
on me.
that
I have no
would be
idea.
why it's lost. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like,
There
who the
we-
fuck is Cheryl Crow?
I was like, I knew where you
We
was
found the
going.
root cause of the problem.
I knew where you were going with it, Terry. That's why I was just like, I'm just not. And then
Am I meant to know this person?
Cheryl Cole.
No, Cheryl Crow.
Cheryl Crow is actually a person.
Oh, is it as well? Okay.
Cheryl
I've never heard
Cole.
of-
Fucking.
Well, you said it was.
Cheryl Cole.
I've never heard of Cheryl Crow, but I've heard of Cheryl Cole. So I thought you were just doing a fun play on it. So I was just like, I like
No.
it. Okay. So we have Cheryl Crow.
Well, I ditched the Crow for Raven.
Yep. Googling her. No idea who she is.
If
That's
it
the American
makes
musician.
you happy,
Oh,
it
okay.
can't be that bad. I think it was that. That is her song, but the second line I'm not too sure on.
It's fine. I know.
Yeah,
I know the
96.
song.
Okay, yeah, she did that song. I would never have put her name to it.
No, I'm not very good with names of singers and stuff. I can hear a song, go, I know that, but I wouldn't know who sang it.
I get that at work all the time. Like, seems that everyone at work knows every fucking musician for the last 50 years. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
yeah, what? What? Who?
I mean, I listen to a load of J-pop, so I'm just like, no. Anything that's going on modern these days, anything in the charts, not a clue.
I thought
Not a
J-pop was
clue.
just like baby metal, and that was it.
Oh, Baby Metal
No,
was still.
there's more, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's,
There's, I mean, a lot of like music from anime and stuff are from like J-pop groups or Japanese rock bands and stuff. That's mainly what I listen to at the moment.
I think Baby Metal is just the one that's like
Quite popular.
well known in the West.
Yeah. Fuck, they're playing in February. Oh, I have to try and get tickets again. Anyway,
Back to non-reality.
Oh, there goes Gravity.
Back to reality.
Another good son.
So yeah, I've just passed the question on what's everyone's future plans from this point.
Barris has no plans at the moment, although I feel like you're concocting some sort of. Oh, well, we're going to finish that quest actually.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, going back to Mr. Blue's manor to retrieve his things seems like a real pointless endeavour now, due to the fact he's dead.
Sorry, how did you just pronounce endeavour?
Devia.
Yeah, I'd like to.
I
Don't
wasn't the only one.
No, that just bothered me slightly too much. It had to be raised.
God damn it!
He has been raged.
It's like you've written it down. You've planned
Yeah.
something you're gonna say, and then you just read it off the paper wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely fucked it up.
I like to add my interest. Don't you fucking guys question me on how I say things.
I mean, you had
Why?
one job. I mean,
No,
We won't
Twitcher.
question your endeavours.
Good man.
As a Twitcher, I would thought you'd be able to speak.
No,
Oh, fucking hell.
I never said I was good at English.
English.
Maybe you should endeavour to get better.
Fuck you.
Devia to get bitten.
So,
Hansi spoke proper England when he was a children.
you know it. I'm a little bit disturbed on how casual this whole murder of Mr. Blue has been taken, and what role us going to his manor may have brought upon him. It seems too cool.
It does seem kind of coincidental that we worked to his manor, encountered a vampire, got back, vampires then killed him,
It seems,
and then nothing's happening.
Yes.
it seems to me that all you see is violence
And sex
and
on TV.
movies and sex.
Brilliant.
But,
Fuck the movies, I just want the sex on
I was-
TV.
Yeah, I know, right? What happened to all the sex on TV?
It's-
That's an after stream topic.
Barris just looks.
No, let's go into it.
What are you talking about?
Well, I feel like Mr. Blue invited the vampires in. Like, the man just came in with two wenches. It backfired. That's his own trouble.
So do we feel like the
Oh, was
wenches he was with were his killers?
Definitely have clues as to where I can find my betrothed. Yes.
I just stare at you like, betrothed? Feel like they're gonna
Anyway,
need context again.
Either way, I feel like we should follow the clues, gang.
What clues were there though?
I don't know.
You investigated the room.
Not very well. I perceived,
You
like,
did
snake.
everything but put the Sherlock Holmes hat on.
But did you feed him Scooby snacks?
I feel like Hans is definitely Scooby in the situation.
Ruggy.
Completely useless, but will somehow figure it out in the end.
I just kind of was very nonchalant about it myself, to be honest. I was trying to get away from good old Bill Nye.
The science guy.
Not just science.
So
I feel like we should go and talk to the town guard.
that was where I was going with this.
Well, lead the way. Someone lead the way.
Hansi,
How did he?
go on, Looney.
Okay, well, I'll knock back my wine.
We know how much you love Sergeant Tryhard.
Oh yeah,
That's
shit.
the point!
Forgot about him.
Oh, you've got a little triangle going on here.
Ooh,
Bill
Nye
Nye
will
sounds
not be
like
happy
he
with
swings
that.
both ways. I don't know.
What?
I feel like you could get saucy with. Anyway,
So, should we pay a visit to the town guard?
I feel like that was the unanimous decision. Yes.
Okay. Tell you.
Was that the unanimous decision?
Really?
You named us.
Really,
Yes,
Stan?
definitely.
You news.
Super
use,
Alexa, play Supermassive Black Hole by
No!
Muse.
Super
Do
blessed
not.
Black hole. Like Uranus.
I don't need any. I do not need any more copyright strikes, thank you.
Too late.
Please stop it.
Off we go.
So, as you get up to more importantly, as Princess gets up to leave, Bill Knight dashes to the door, smiling, beaming at you, happy, and
Lady.
and offers you any assistance.
Aw, no, sweet.
As I'm walking out the door, I just nod to him and go, "That will be all," and continue walking.
For now,
His
Bill.
face just drops and crestfallen.
I'll give him a
he
pat on
walks. Yeah, you can give him a pat as he
So
walks.
as I walk
He walks
past,
behind the bar, and Dilly gives him a hug as he's clearly upset.
I'll walk past and say,
Not
"It's okay,
not that
Bill."
not that Princess knows about this, because she would have, like, as she took her step outside.
Yeah.
like, that's
That's fine.
I'll walk past and be like,
everyone-
"It's okay, Bill. We'll win her over for you eventually. We're rooting for you, bud."
Varys just taps Latu's shoulder and says, "That was me. He's only trying to impress you."
And I've clearly shown on I don't know how many occasions I'm not interested. He was at the fucking bathhouses as well.
So he's
Man,
trying to be helpful.
That's a good trait in a man. He's earning a good wage. He's prepared to work. He's prepared to bring home the bread for whatever children you're going to have that may have in the future.
Well, if you
And
like him
he's
so
already
much,
seen
you
it.
fuck him. I've clearly stated
We
I
actually
am
don't
no
know
interest.
Skullduggery's
Well,
title
exactly.
since,
So
I have
Could be
some
possible.
bad news, people.
Yes.
My earphones are in the process of fucking up right now. The channels are switching from side to side all the time. So.
Ooh. So if I
Yeah.
make like a Ninor sound effect, it'll sound like the Doppler effect.
Neenor.
No, but you might just find me in the chat, like, going, "That's it, my earphones are fucked, we gotta call it a day."
okay,
Because they're getting really bad, and I won't be able to afford new ones till Friday.
that's fine.
What happens for payday?
Yep.
Or I could steal Tom's.
Yeah, just
Jill
nick
Toms.
I love the unanimous vote on that one.
Anyway,
We just beat you to it, Hansi. You know you're going to say it.
we're off to see the tryhard, the wonderful tryhard of
Star.
because
We got nothing
Well,
better
Because
to
we
do.
try,
things he
try,
does,
ha-ha.
do. And with that, I guess we're at the guardhouse.
Dad's
I can sing
Island.
it again if we're only halfway there.
Dad's Island, the musical.
You don't want to get a Disney strike. You're probably better off.
Oh God, yeah, you'll lose your life, not just a
Disney
chat.
or Nintendo, don't touch either of them.
Yeah.
You will be sued within an inch of your life.
Yeah.
And you could even be doing reference and they go, nope, don't like it.
True that. Ho ho!
Ha ha!
It is quite weird. Stan, I now feel your pain, because I basically only have one channel at a time.
It's fucking shit, innit?
It's extra bad because it swaps if I move my head.
Yeah, mine was doing that. Now try playing Siege with that.
Oh
No,
Christ!
no,
Yeah,
Don't
this
think
is why
about
I
it.
got so ragey with Siege before Christmas, because it was doing that.
I mean, you got ragey at Siege regardless of what your headset was like.
I'm not normally that ragey.
You
at
do
Siege,
get
but
quite
ew.
ragey with
sometimes.
Siege.
So okay, you get there. What you do?
Who's on the? Is either Captain Bustle around or Marcus Tryhard? Are they?
Or the Newtown Guard recruit, Bill Nye. Is he to be?
I can fucking see that. He must have the most exhausting life.
Well, he would like it to be if you'd let him. As to who's on guard, so you got a couple of guards stood at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just generic guards stood at the door. And then you've got again, you got the lower floor that's just full of cells,
Yarp.
and then are you entering presumably?
I mean,
Not-
I'm assuming we can just.
Not the cells.
Okay.
I can
so you
assume
go-
we can
so
enter
you-
the guardhouse freely
So
without.
that was definitely a trick question there.
Is there like a
So you-
reception
Sure, Bill's
area
on
or?
himself, going woohoo to.
No, you'll have to walk to the end of the corridor and upstairs.
For the reception?
There is no reception.
Oh, there is no. What I was trying to work out is if there was like a reception desk kind of thing, or just.
No. No, the only kind of formality thing in this place is Tryhard has an office.
Do we know where Tryhard's? Have we been to Tryhard's
Yeah.
office before?
Yeah, you've been upstairs before.
Okay. I mean, if we're allowed to just casually walk up to it, up to Tryhard's office, might as well try there. No puns
Fair enough.
intended. Get to his door and I knock on it.
Yep, he's sat in his office. He'll gesture you to enter.
It's like, ah.
He instantly pulls out a notepad.
Oh yeah,
He's
I forgot about that part. Good afternoon, head guard Tryhard.
He's like, Madame Lunatari.
You're right, try hard.
I just remember last time I got told off because I didn't give him his full title.
No, Kay and I didn't give him his full.
Yeah, but I was the one who got repercussed for it, so I was like, yeah, I'll stick with that. I was wondering if we could borrow a moment of your time.
He's head guard Tryhard. He's gonna do that. He's gonna sit at his desk and go, head guard Tryhard.
It took me a little second to realise that wasn't in character. But yeah, when you first said it, I was like, that sounds close enough, I'll reply.
Because it's Captain Basalt, who's elsewhere.
Is Captain Basalt the highest rank in this city? I'm assuming.
There is a higher leader, but they kind of
Probably not around the guardhouses or anything like that.
no, they live in like a more prestigious house that we've not really talked about, but
Okay.
primarily because I've not really thought about it. But
That's fair.
I did tell you when you got here that they have a benevolent leader,
Yes.
Charlie Stacks.
Oh, is that what his name was?
Yeah, because he's got fat stacks and he
Oh, I did not.
is beloved by the town because he is quite happy to share the wealth when necessary.
I wasn't sure if I had the ruler. Charlie Stacks, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Because he has fat stacks.
I'm actually going to put that in brackets.
It should be like one of his things that he likes to do. Like he likes to do like a public speech, standing somewhere high, and then just kind of like stands on like the edge of like parapet or what have you, and just make it rain.
I mean,
That would be quite amusing.
I'm assuming like the D&D universe did they ever have paper currency, or has it always just been in coin format?
I think it's always been in coin format, so you know.
Jesus
he
Christ!
gets-
Make it rain and it hurts.
No, he gets Flubberbeard to put like a featherfall
Oh, okay.
like area of a speck down, and then make it rain with like probably
Coins.
silver coins.
Okay. So I was just like, I was wondering if we could have a moment of your time.
Sort of like you see him look at his wrist-based
Sundial.
sundial, and write down a time on his piece of paper.
Did you just
So
check
you-
his sundial inside? Is that like the when you're not wearing a watch and check
But you
your
still
wrist?
check your watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do it all the fucking time.
Do that at work all the time.
Yep, same.
Yep, he checked his wrist-based sundial.
But he's inside.
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Cool.
Right.
Glad
he
we're,
wrote
I,
down a
I'm glad
time.
in the D&D
You still
world.
wrote down a time.
That's
Oh well.
You
Um,
like continue,
Um,
or you may. That's more likely.
yeah,
It's like, yes,
more
you may.
formalized and everything. Has there been any updates on the Mr. Blue case?
He's like, unfortunately not. He's very blunt to the point. He's like, unfortunately not. We have enough to be dealing with, and we do not have the manpower to go chasing down vampires. This will have to be dealt with after the siege.
At
Yeah,
that,
I kind of forgot that the city was under siege, to be fair.
yeah, I did actually. As well.
That would explain completely why one murder sort of... Oh,
Doesn't
well.
seem that much. I kind of like turned to Skullduggery and Varys as like with a raised eyebrow, as if like anything you wanna thought, like kind of like without saying anything, but thoughts on what was going on. So yeah, I actually did completely forget the city is under siege. Key point of this whole city, and I forgot that bit. Because that kind of just cut the conversation pretty short otherwise. Anyone want to input?
What?
For fuck's sake.
What?
Pay attention.
Huh?
Oh, there we go. So, Tryhard has advised or told us that nothing's been done. They can't chase vampires because of the siege. I've turned to you guys for like a raised eyebrow. Like, is there anything you want to say or anything? Do you want to
Well,
get
it just
involved
so
in
happens
this?
to be that I'm a professional vampire hunter.
Do you say
Turns
this?
around, raise eyebrows, saying, "Really?"
Oh yeah, that was
Yes.
kind of like, when?
Well, time to you both of me. Well, there's fuck all else to do.
So, Tryhard, ignoring. Well, actually, no, not ignoring. He's just like oblivious to your friend's look of surprise at this comment. He's like, really?
Yes.
It's like, well, that sounds excellent. I was like, we could use your services immediately then.
Well, where do I sign up?
You see, like his eyes are just like glinting with glee. He was like, 1 second. Goes back to his notepad and he's like,
Try hard.
scribbling
Try
there.
hard.
No, he's focused. He's now
Too
scribbling.
late.
No, I'm
Too
trying
late.
to interrupt. And try hard. I'm not
Yeah.
signing anything.
You just said, where do I sign up?
Horribly.
I am writing out a contract for you right now. This should be quite lucrative for you if you can kill these vampires.
Okay, ideal. You do that.
I just roll
Can-
my eyes
He
like.
continues writing like,
While he's
His-
doing that,
his-
can I get a tinder box out of my bag?
sure.
Oh, please, he's not going to turn into an arsonist.
No, I think I know what he's about to do. So, yeah, he writes about 3 sheets of A4's worth of
Jesus.
contract.
Parchment.
There's like, there's the money involved in killing vampires appears to be quite lucrative. and he was like, "Here you go. This contract says that the city will fund your vampire hunting expedition.
Fund, you say?
Um,
I'll put the
yeah.
tinderbox away.
Mm-hmm.
The
Not surprising.
your during the expedition, your stay will be covered by the city.
By the way, is this just his
they-
stay or our stay?
or the group.
Good.
You guys are treated as a trio at the moment, so
You're welcome.
what's that? So he does say your parties when he's referencing you guys. So your party stay in the city will be covered. There is a we will pay a bounty for each vampire head of how much?
Say 4.
I'm trying to think how much money you're currently used to seeing, and something that's probably 250 gold per head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did everything just go really quiet, like purposely, or
No,
at that statement?
kind of phased out. 250 gold per head per vampire head.
Per vampire head. So, just so that you bring back the vampire heads, so that we can be sure that they're like humanoids with fangs, and the normal stuff, just so that we can.
Wait, don't you trust us,
balance it.
Brightheart?
Excuse me, but the bureaucracy must be followed, and we will require evidence of
Can I
of
ask
your deeds.
Can I ask a question which is like kind of out, like just on lore of vampires? Don't vampires just normally turn to dust when you decapitate them? So how does their head stay?
Not always, not all the way.
That's why I
I've
don't
not
know.
really looked into it.
I don't
Only
know.
if you take them out in the sun. We just have to, Medusa this shit. Use the reflections and then put them in a bag.
I know.
Oh, actually that's a good point. That's going to be 250 a head for vampire spawn, and then 700 a head for full-on vampires.
So we're going to assume if we decapitate them, their head will not turn to dust.
Yes, I think we
Because
go.
because I didn't check, I am gonna just see what happens when they die.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You're the DM. It's your universe.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's true. I just don't want something that in a later episode I turn around and go,
Turns to dust.
"Oh, that's wrong," and then it's like,
We had the discussion of, but 8 episodes ago, you.
I mean, luckily we do have a way of looking back on this and finding out what is actually said. So
Yes.
250 per vampire head, or 700? Did you say?
For
700 for a full vampire, and
Is that dead or alive?
250. I mean,
Dead.
if you reckon you can bring one back alive,
I mean, that is
Wait,
the plan.
why do we want to bring back one alive?
he doesn't want to see a live vampire, so no, dead only. No, Stanley's plans are otherwise, but
God damn it.
Cool.
Why do you want the fornicate one?
Oh, I never said I wanted to fornicate with one.
Mm-hmm.
I said I want to wife one.
Wife one.
Those things are mutually exclusive, as far as I'm aware.
Is that the new terminology for something now? It's like, I want to wife you.
They're mutually inexclusive. I can't remember what. Mutually exclusive means you have to have one to have the other.
no, mutually exclusive is
You can't have one if you have the other.
no. You don't have to have one if you have the other.
So you could...
It's an or
No, yeah,
statement.
two
You can
or
if you
more
like,
events
but you don't
that
have.
cannot coincide. Mutually
Oh.
exclusive is 2 or more events that cannot coincide. So yes, fornication and marriage, mutually exclusive.
Good to know.
As far as my understanding goes of that topic.
Yeah, my knowledge on that's pretty limited.
I'm not an expert. Anyway, but yes, to wife something is the new down with the kids hip trendy phrase. Jesus.
Is that what the kids were saying in the wizard's tower?
No, I don't think so. I think they were saying, I'm a little shit that has no friends.
Nah, they weren't saying that.
You still
Shouldn't be.
you still holding a grudge there, Skullduggery?
Me? No. Anyway, we'll need an office.
Huh?
An office.
We'll need an
Really?
office.
Oh, God.
If we're gonna start an independent vampire slaying company that's government funded, so it's a charity.
He does kind of. I can't remember if I said this previously or it was definitely something that I was gonna highlight if any of you had asked. There, I do believe due to the nature of the crime and the fact that you were working for Mr. Blue, the current bylaws of the land do mean that his dwelling that you previously visited will fall under your control, as in
What?
it will be yours.
Because we were working with him when he died,
And
we
he had
own his
no
house.
heirs. He had no heirs, and
So it's
due
sort of
to
payment for.
due to the way of inheritance, the fact that he had no heirs.
We were the closest thing to a next of
but-
kin.
Yeah.
Not even any grey ones.
Why are you looking
No,
at
no,
Gizmo
no.
to the mouse?
He
Mouse.
due to his proclivities with the younger ladies, he tend to keep those clear.
Fair enough. Well, to the Batcave then, I guess.
Batcave? What's a Batcave?
Cave with bats in it, you fucking.
Why would you
monster.
want to go to a Batcave for? The vampires, not bats.
You follow the bats, you get the vampires.
Really?
Everybody knows this. To the Batcave.
I think you've been drinking.
I haven't actually. I'm incredibly sad that I'm not.
You just reminded them as well, Kay. Well done.
Oh, that reminds me, I actually have important things
What?
to do.
I literally haven't had any alcohol for 29 days.
Are you
I'm
okay?
fine. I am absolutely fine.
I'm fine.
He's wrapped in a blanket, shivering, rocking back and forth. He sounds
No, that was
okay.
day 10.
You pass
Yeah,
that now, yeah?
There was a guy at our Christmas party who was like that. I was actually shocked to see it. I've never seen, or I've known people who are most people would consider to be alcoholics, like they drink on a daily basis, blah blah blah. But this was the first instance I'd seen of what I would consider an alcohol addict. Like, he was at our Christmas party trying to get the guys to move on from having the Christmas meal. Like, he wasn't eating because he was too eager to go and have a drink. And you know how you see addicts and they'll itch their arms and stuff because
They're very
he was
erratic.
doing that. He
Wow.
was doing that.
Bored
whilst-
having.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You sure it was alcohol was the only thing he wanted?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't need to go to that in this stream.
I mean, I don't know, but I have never seen anyone behave like that before. And
I can't
Yeah.
say I ever have either, to be honest.
No.
Anyway, so
I think that's the thin line between functional alcoholic and it being
not functional,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you have high functioning and well,
not
just
functioning.
Dysfunctional.
So should I make my way to the stables and go get Corn on ready?
Are you guys prepared for conquering said vampires? Because I feel like there's going to be more than one in this
Oh,
big
I'm-
household.
Very prepared to conquer a vampire.
Oh my god.
Not like that.
I don't know. Were we standing, sitting, and during this whole encounter?
Stood, probably.
Yeah.
Try hard can't afford 3 chairs.
No, Tryhard's the only chair in the office.
Oh, thank Tryhard for his time.
Yeah. That was just like I was gonna turn, bow to him, thank him for his time, and then make my
I'm
way
not
out.
bow to him, but I'm actually going to be polite.
Why calling him tryhard?
No, I won't. I won't actually use any name. I'll just thank him for his time and leave. I might call him Captain, actually. Wouldn't be any of the other shit.
Ooh.
Mate was just offered me money and given me some tips on what. I like money.
You're right there, Kay.
Yes, I'm watching something and something very funny happened.
Is that
could
why you're
tell.
not? We now know why Kay is never paying attention to what's going on in D&D.
Yes, we all knew this.
So to the stables, I guess.
To the back cave.
Yep, we have to go to
No,
the
no,
stables
no, no,
first.
no.
Head to the stables, I guess. Is there any provisions? I turn to Skullduggery and go, is there any provisions you'll think you're going to need prior to our return to the manor?
Nah, I'm Gucci. I'm stocked up.
Was there anywhere that would sell... Actually, they're quite expensive, thinking about it. Health potions are quite expensive, aren't they?
Yes.
50 a pop.
Is that just for a bulk standard? Or is that a lesser healing potion, a healing potion, a greater...
Just a healing potion.
Okay.
But you should still have
I've still got
those.
the healing...
I mean, they're not as quick as a proper heal, as a heal pot, but you know.
Healing. I've got
They'll
2 healing
pretty much-
pouches. I can't remember what we agreed the stats were for
Random.
I gave you 2d8.
them. Was it 2d8?
I can't remember if I gave you a plus on top or not, but
I think it was just 2d8.
I gave you at least 2d8. So
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. Okay, well, I head to the stables and to go get Cornom, and I'm assuming we're taking the cart. Well, yeah, of course we'll have to take the cart, which has still got it's still got the furs in it.
It was 2d8 because we all ate one.
Well, you say you're gonna go and get your horse.
We go
So-
to go and get it.
Where's my
Yeah,
horse?
you go to get your horse. Oh,
Dude.
your horse is there.
Dude, where's my horse? Wait, no, dude, where's my cart?
Yes.
Heh.
Anyway, we go to get our horse.
My horse.
Yeah, you go to get your horse.
I own the
I-
cart. Yeah, I
Yeah,
own
I
the
paid
cart.
for the horse. You and Kay brought the cart.
No, I bought the cart.
Oh, you did actually, yeah. My apologies.
Dibby.
Diddly diddly.
Dibbly.
No,
Dibbly dibbly.
Fuck's
Dibby. Oh, no, you can't take the horses today. No. Can't take the horses.
Why can't we take the horses, Dibbly?
Horses aren't very well.
Oh dear, Dibbly, what did
What
you
did you
to the
do,
horses?
Dibbly?
Oh, I didn't. I
You-
didn't do anything.
What
You
didn't you do?
didn't do nothing, didn't you, Dibbly?
No, I didn't do nothing.
So you did something.
But the horses were poorly.
I thought Divley sounded like the peasants
There
from
is-
Warcraft that just go, hello.
Hello.
I can't remember what he sounded like beforehand. So
Well, at that point, will the horses be happy and healthy tomorrow?
oh, I don't know. We're giving the horses medicine.
What's wrong with the horses?
They got equine flu.
Equine flu.
They ate too many eggs
and drank too much wine.
Has this happened before, Dibley?
Well, some people seem to think that if you put sheep into the horse feed, that they get male horse disease. But it just seems to be that they got a bit of equine flu at the moment. So
Why is there sheep
in the horse feed? Yeah, brings up more questions.
well, why was there dead sheep in cow feed? But there we go.
Hmm.
Well, that's true.
This is there was mad cow disease when you were feeding meat to herbivores. That's
Yes.
what happens. So yeah, so no, he's just a bit. He can't give you any like serious answers other than horses are poorly. They're poorly. We're giving them medicine though. It's good. We're giving
There
them
we
the right
go. There's
food
the
and
Dibley voice.
we're giving them the right food.
That's fine then. I guess we'll come back and get the horse another.
Will you look after Cornon for me, Dibley?
Yeah, I like Cornon. Cornon's fun.
Hmm.
We'll keep Corn in good company and we'll come back for her,
I
him.
Her.
I
Well, they're
read
healthy.
I read the no, he doesn't breed. I tell them stories every night so that they sleep properly.
Oh,
Bless him.
Actually, I kind of want him to talk like that and be an utter moron, but he's got like an intelligence of 20 or
I was gonna
Yeah.
say like he's like a scholar.
something. but he's like completely innocent and
He's very naive
talks
and
like
a simpleton. Yeah.
but is somehow also incredibly intelligent. Actually, no, he's a utter moron. He's got like an intelligence of like 2, but because
Has
I've
he got
already
like
put,
ridiculous brute strength?
no, he's got incredible wisdom.
Okay.
Because I put down here he's a ranger, so that would make sense that he's got incredible wisdom, but he's got like -4 intelligence. So you see him like struggling to open a gate every now and again, but when it comes to handling animals and whatnot, he's spot on.
just good.
He can't fail. He's like so good. That makes more sense.
Okay. On that, I'm like, I guess that we've got 2 options. We either stay the night and head out in the morning, because it's obviously getting later in the day. It's a 2-mile trek from here. So maybe if we stayed the night, even if the horses aren't available to us, if we were to say get up at the crack of dawn and get to the manor during daylight time, which is not good for vampires, we had that on our side.
Yeah, who wants to hunt vampires at night? That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, that's my thought exactly. Skullduggery?
I reckon you'd love it.
I don't think I would. I don't think we did that well and it was daytime last time.
Yeah, but we're in a room where half the room was in darkness.
Well, I think vampire hunting. Yeah, sure.
What would you like to do? This is your investigation, Mr.
Oh,
Vampire Hunter Extraordinaire.
you know, it was something to do.
Well, you lead the way. This is your quest now.
Well, we don't have a horse. It's getting late. You've already drunk some wine today.
Makes no difference to me.
Kay's had 2 gallons of fucking
I think I had half a gallon.
beer.
Yeah, but absolutely fine. It's only 1 drink.
So yeah, I
And
think it's
it's not just the vampires I'm concerned about. It's more traveling at night time with demons everywhere. That's kind
Be
of
honest.
there.
Oh, now he remembers those.
Now I remember there's demons after you keep
No.
reminding me, and I keep just
Yep.
neglecting it.
Be honest with Toonie, it's not the demons you're scared of, it's the bear owls.
We'll deal with them when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
The owl. The owl.
Missy, I will set them off and shoot at them for no reason.
Shut
and then
up.
blame someone else for their reactions,
I didn't blame anyone.
other than Mr. Blue.
I didn't tell him that at all. That was all down to
Yeah,
skullduggery.
if you would have asked him for his reset code when he was alive, that might have been a good idea.
I did, you
He
little
did.
fuck.
Skull did.
You clearly didn't explain it in a way.
Skull
that would
did
give
actually
code.
ask if we were to return there. You know, would they?
You said.
We
There
would.
you
They
go.
haven't been
He basi-
triggered, as they have been triggered.
Honestly, like, I don't even want to go back.
You just said we were.
I mean, I don't want to go back and live there. I want to go back and sleep, and I'll loot his room while we're there and see whether I can find a reset code.
Wait, you want to go back to the mansion and sleep, or you want to go back to the inn and sleep and
No,
then
I'm going
go
to
there?
the inn to sleep, and I'm going to loot Mr. Blue's room while I'm there.
There was nothing in that room. We took everything out of it.
No, we didn't take everything out of it. They took a dead body out of it. If his belongings are
Oh,
still there, we
we-
might
we-
be able to find a code to reset the bears that are otherwise going to murder you.
Well, worst case scenario is we'll kill the bugbears. Bear bugs.
I don't really want to kill the bugbears. They look
Bears.
kind of cute.
I mean, if you're inheriting a property, I mean, you're inheriting the defense system.
Yeah, but does the
But
defense
does the
system
defense system
remember?
know?
Does the defense system know who owns it?
Yeah, that would
God,
be.
you just can't calm down. Some people, can you?
What?
Right, we go back to the inn.
I don't think we ever went.
Okay, you get to the inn.
Mr. Blue's sat there, casual as anything.
Are we in there?
Chuckle, chuckle.
Vision.
I was
Yes,
I was
Chuck-
about to
Chuck
do
up
that
it.
stand. Damn it! I wanted to get that one in.
Oh, I think yeah.
I didn't think that would be from your time, Stan.
Fuck yeah.
As you approach the inn, you notice that the alley that goes down the side of the inn, the
There's a bear owl.
that Mr. Scales,
Watch.
that Mr. Scales has stood there, and he appears to be like setting something up.
Oh god.
And also, you notice Captain Basalt is there, and you notice some of the other guests are there.
It's time for one of those diddle diddle do. First roll of the night. Insight 23. Do I know what they're setting up?
Our bar mitzvah.
You see him like setting up like markers along the like because it's just like a dirt alleyway. So
Can we just appreciate the fact that 2 hours in, the first roll of the night was a nat 20?
that is quite good.
Only in that 20 tonight.
So yeah.
Yep.
So what you're seeing is there's like he's got a huge stack of barrels beside him, and he's set up like markers along the path. And on his right hand side, he's got like a little board up there, with some people's names, and yeah, that's what you see. Insight, you would see if you didn't think if you didn't know gambling was illegal, and the fact that he has Captain Basalt stood next to him, you would think that there was some sort of wager going on.
They're betting on who killed who.
No.
Right, time to go down the alleyway.
Okay, so you get to the entrance of the alleyway, and you just hear like Mr. Scales go, "Ah, we have a new competitor."
This isn't cockfighting, is it?
It's like no, this
Because
is
I'm
a
at
show
a
of strength.
disadvantage.
No, disappointing.
It is a show of strength.
I love a good cockfight.
I'm at a
How
disadvantage.
far can you throw a barrel?
Oh, can I throw a barrel?
What's your strength?
Let me just.
That's what I'll say. I'll just be like, I don't know. How far can I throw a barrel?
Only one way to find out.
I guess so. And I'll turn away and walk back into the.
So he turns around and says, 2 gold to enter.
But Captain Basalt, I thought gambling was illegal in this city.
He was like, "Oh, we're not gambling. This is a charity event."
Oh, well, in that case,
Charity.
hand over 2 gold.
He
a
will highlight that the money is going to help the
lot of money. Like, not many people have that kind of money. It's not a very good charity fundraiser if it costs 2 gold.
Well, like highbrow charity fundraisers that
Yeah.
like the rich people.
That
do.
are held in an alleyway down the side of a traveller's tavern. Yes, my
Well,
favourite
you
highbrow
do know
charity fundraiser.
Well, you do know this tavern. Well, I did explain that this tavern is like hosting
Oh, that's true.
the-
Yeah.
the upper classes who have retreated to this town. I mean, you've got most of the lower classes are sleeping in the streets or under
Most
shelters,
travellers are
whatnot.
actually quite wealthy in D&D as
Yeah.
well.
Whereas,
Is this like the auctions they have in Indecent Proposal, where it's just like, I'm gonna buy a hippo for like $40 million, that kind of style.
it's in that sort of vein.
Yeah.
where
How heavy is a
only-
barrel?
Only the rich need to apply.
Okay.
Um,
I'll get involved in this for 2 gold. It's a charity event.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Can you
go
even
first.
lift the barrel?
got a
how heavy
fairly
is the barrel? I don't know.
I've got a fairly decent strength.
It's just like full of straw, so it's not too heavy. It's probably
Depends on the make of the barrel as well, and the wood it's
probably
made
like
out of.
50 pounds or something. The weight's kind of irrelevant. I'm gonna roll for a bunch of people, and then we'll add.
Modifiers.
Yeah, we'll see how you guys roll.
Okay. I paid 2 gold. I'm in.
Yeah, I'll pay 2 gold. See what the giggle's about.
I'll say you probably be quite good. Your strength's quite good, isn't it?
14?
I've got the same strength as you. I thought yours was higher.
My strength's like 6.
But I'm considered a large character, so I don't know whether that plays anything.
Yeah, my strength is 6.
So you could throw skullduggery instead.
Ah. I'm just trying to
Oh,
think
that
currently
would be
whether
fun.
I can defeat and swindle my way into winning this.
Varys is like, I've been waiting for this moment since we met.
Please don't throw me.
It's going to be like the caber toss, but with
Well,
with
Actually,
skullduggery.
probably can't. I'm quite heavy.
Don't look like a skull. Don't look like a barrel then.
Why don't you make like a tree and fuck off?
Brilliant.
Wait a
Okay,
second.
I like the fact we get character traits knocked into these mocks, so it's good. Because I actually feel that's how
So then-
skullduggery would actually respond.
Oh, we should probably have one more person.
What's the captain's name again?
Basalt.
Actually, that's a good point. Basalt, he can be on there.
He's got a 2-handed hammer.
He does.
I've
How
got
do
the...
you know that, Lunatari?
But does he actually swing it?
I can
So
swing my
he's
sword,
so he's actually gonna have pluses on his throw. So he's gonna do.
That's probably he's used to holding heavy things.
Ooh.
I won't be surprised if Bill Nye is one of the contestants as well.
If he wasn't already, he is
He
now.
is now, yeah. I just realised my mistake.
It's Dilly Dilly
Stay!
possible.
Oh, yeah, if Dilly Dilly's in it, we're fucked.
I hadn't considered Dilly Dilly, but
Yeah, the thing is, even Mr. Scales, I think, would be able to chuck it because he's
Then
a
again,
barbarian.
somebody's got to be running the bar, though. Because if Mr. Scales
Well,
outside,
see
Dilly
the thing
Dilly.
is, Dilly Dilly and Bill Nye, they
Aw.
Could have always
They-
thrown
they
a
don't
barrel
really-
and gone back inside. And taken
they could, but they're not really the kind of people who are going to put 2 gold up for. Like they're they're working class, not wealthy.
Hey, guys, you could pay for your other hut.
So anyway, we'll just call it feet. The score is how many feet they get to throw the barrel. So the first guy goes up, launches the barrel. It gets about like a third of the way down the alley. And manages to throw it 12 feet. He's like, "Yeah, beat that, fuckers."
Does that barrel just shatter, or
Wait, who was the first one to throw it?
Just one of the guests. In
Oh,
the,
okay.
are you shattering?
No, the barrel doesn't shatter. No, because it's full of straw. It has some reinforcement on the inside. So
Oh, okay, so it kind of like absorbs.
and it's a dirt floor. So
Okay,
um,
So it kind of
So
absorbs a
it-
lot of the shock.
Yeah, it makes a scuff on the floor, and the
It's like
straw-
long jump.
Yeah, very
First,
much like
first
long jump.
mark is where you landed.
Yeah. So so they write down on the board the first barrel's 12 feet. This guy looks really smug with himself. He's like, I got this. And then this woman walks up, and the first guy just looks at her and goes, like a woman's gonna beat me.
Oh,
She launches the barrel 13 feet down.
Nice.
She just turns around to the guy and says, she's like, "Oh, darling, you're such a muse. It's so funny."
what
so
race
she's
is she?
Probably human. I don't. No, actually, no, not human. Something. I don't know.
They clearly know each other though.
Well, it's just the fact that she's got this like upper class tone to her. she's
Please
Okay.
say she's a
Anyway.
Tapasky.
and she's just like, "Oh, yeah, it's such a card. And like a woman can beat you." And then the third guy, another guy approaches, launches the barrel, like he's avoiding eye contact with the woman who just did like 13 feet, and launches the barrel, falls shorter than the other two. And then there's a really smug guy, like he's really slimy, really sleazy. Walks up,
Is it Bill
and
Nye?
no. He goes to launch the barrel, but he's wearing like really frilly cuffs and what's the thing they used to wear around the necks? The ruffs.
Cravats.
So he's got like a ruff.
Oh, right, okay.
So rather than flowing downwards, it's out.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what they used to call was it ruffs on the cuffs as well?
Yeah,
The really frilly
Doilies.
cuffs. Yeah. So anyway, he's like really pompous and wearing all of this shit, and he's like, he's not openly insulted anyone, but he's been like derisive snorts. Anyway, his cuff catches on the barrel, and the barrel just falls right at his feet. He goes to launch it, and just completely fucks up, and the barrel like lands at his feet. So Mr. Scales just walks over to the board. 0.
Oof. Okay.
And then so this little old lady walks up,
26 feet.
and she's like,
How-
You've got it all wrong, dearies. You've got it all wrong."
She hose it
And
out of the
right
city.
over her head, she's like swinging it underneath her, and she launches the barrel and clears everyone else's marks and gets like 17 feet.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
then another person goes up, gets another 12 footer.
What?
And then
No
it's
one's
your guys'
commenting
turn.
on the 17 foot by a little old lady.
Yeah, 17 feet by a little old lady. She is
That's what
literally.
race this little old lady is. But anyway.
She's like
boss.
really dainty and just
She's-
doesn't look as though she'd throw a teapot, let alone a freaking.
Is she
barrel
human
set.
as well?
I reckon.
Underarm seems to be the way.
And she's like really dainty, so I kind of want to say she's like a halfling.
I was about to say, is she a halfling?
I'll step up.
It's like it could be Mr. Scales' mother.
Oh, okay, runs in the family. Alright, well, while you roll for your one skull, I'm going to quickly go pee, so I'll be right back.
So give me a strength or athletics.
I haven't started throwing yet. I'll say to Basalt, what say you? An extra gold in the pot for whoever can throw less far.
Less far.
As in whoever can't throw as far as the other has to put an extra gold in the pot, because otherwise you'd be encouraged to lose, right? If that makes sense. Whoever throws furthest, the other person has to put an extra gold in the pot.
All right.
Seeing as, gambling's fine if it's for charity.
as seems to be the way.
That seems to be the way. Okay,
Yeah, he'll accept that.
I'll learn from the old lady.
Yep.
Or should I
So underarm.
underarm? And just as I throw the barrel, I should cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Roughly 10 feet away from me.
Yeah.
No, actually, call it 8 feet away from me, so I could get I could easily throw the barrel 8 feet. So the Unseen Servant will catch it, carry it an extra 5 feet or so. Wait, what's the current leading? 17 feet is currently leading?
Yeah, 17 is currently leading.
So I'll drop it 1 foot on the leading. Like a nice underarm arc. So it'll be on the arc down from when the Unseen Servant picks it up. So you can arc it down and
So
plonk.
you want the Unseen Servant to drop it at 16
16 feet.
which means you have to be able to throw it 11 feet if you want the Unseen Servant to catch it.
Why is that? Unseen Servant can move 15 feet.
It did, but you said you were going to throw it, and then the Unseen Servant was going to catch it.
Oh, that's the point.
And then
Wait,
move
no,
it
it's because I was going for further in my head. So I could literally just pass it to the Unseen Servant, couldn't I? Who moves then 15 feet and puts it down at the 15 feet mark. That would be a much better way to do it. I'll do it like that.
You're going to make it blindingly obvious that...
What? Unseen Servant can raise and lower his arms?
Yeah, but
Sprint
the
little
way-
Unseen Servant.
but the way you pass it off is going to make it like
Whoa.
blindingly obvious. Because when these people are launching them, to make them go like that far, it's like floating in the air. Like
That's what my cape's for, isn't it?
Oh, what a miss. Oh, wait, hang on. Unseen Servant. Of course.
I've got a bet with Tryhard. I don't.
no, with basalt.
It's in my nature to try and
Swindle and
least-
cheat.
yeah, I was about to say, like, I'd like to do this one honestly to see what my character would get.
I'd laugh if, like, as an actual character, you got like a nat 20 anyway, and you'd be like, "Yeah,
But, like,
nailed it."
I'm deliberately
The
not
thing
winning.
is that I've already rolled for basalt and I know what he gets.
What's
The thing is, I'm deliberately not winning. I'm just having a bit of fun by making the town guard gamble.
in play? Okay.
That's all I'm getting out of this is making the town guard gamble in plain
What's
sight.
the bet between Basalt and?
Whoever loses has to put an extra gold in the pot.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad.
So if I want to pass this off naturally, I'm gonna have to make him sort of catch it after a couple of feet, really.
Pretty much.
That or completely forget the Unseen Servant because I'm gonna lose to Basalt anyway, probably. Right, we're gonna go for this. We're
Wait.
gonna go for this.
How do you command your thing? Do you have to? Is
Mentally.
it is mental.
It's literally just you think of it to do something, it does it. Also, I have message, so I could always communicate with it that way. Okay.
You do realise it
What?
only has a strength of 2.
Yes, but it can carry. It says it can carry up to enough weight because I asked how much a barrel was earlier. Oh, it
Doesn't say anything about its carrying.
did have a carry weight on it. I can't fucking remember.
I'm just reading through
Because
this.
roll 20's rewritten it because it's an actual spell. I think it can carry a barrel because I don't think your strength actually matters how much you can carry unless it's hard.
Yeah, it does.
And it
does
can
it?
only move up
Yeah.
to 15 feet.
Because that's a strength of 2, not +2, of 2. So
it'd
that would be minus 8.
Minus 8.
And
No, minus 6. Because 1 would be minus 8. 4 would be minus 6. Yeah, no, 2 would be minus 8.
and it can only move 15 feet. So if you want,
Why have I done this to
I
myself?
don't know. Did you not think this through?
Oh no, I was thinking of it, and then once I'd thought of it, I just wanted to get the Unseen Servant out so I could read it. And now I'm thinking of the logistics of it. I'm thinking it might not work, and now I have to think of another way.
Is your strength score multiplied by 15? So -8 times 15.
No, your
That's,
strength
unfortunate.
score, not your strength modifier.
Okay, so it could
Times
carry
15,
30
so
pounds.
30
So push, drag, or lift.
Is that a simple? Is that classed as a simple task?
Yes.
Can do such as fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes, lighting fires, serving food, and pouring
It's
wine.
fetching, effectively.
Fetching is like without effort. It's just like, I'm gonna go grab this, pick it up. You're asking it to catch something in midair and then move it.
And then drop it 10 feet later. Like, it's not the end of the world. I'm sure it can catch. It's not a retard, it's just an unseen servant.
Yeah, but wouldn't catching anything in D&D isn't catching like in athletics. Not to say, but your whole
At
plan
least I'm
on
not
this.
catching fucking crabs off Mr. Bill Nye.
Well, I haven't either because I haven't gone near it. But God knows what you're gonna get from your vampire wife.
No, but you slept in the same bed that he was naked in. Like, you don't have to go near it.
I didn't say I slept in the bed.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I just removed him from my room.
Anyways, I will say your unseen servant can at least take it from your hands and move it 15 feet and then pop it down if that's what you want.
Or I could just fucking throw the barrel.
Or you can throw
What's
it.
the roll for throwing the barrel?
Just give me a strength or dex. Strength or athletics roll.
But
Are they
same
the
thing.
sorry,
Actually,
not-
no, my athletics only.
Athletics or acrobatics roll. That's what I meant to say.
Athletics or
Are they?
acrobatics.
They're two different.
Or
things.
acrobatics.
Yeah, so one's strength, one's dex.
Oh wow, even with a +4, it's fucking 10.
It's not bad.
God.
It's average.
Better than athletics, which would be no minus.
So Stanley is currently in second to last place. Varys or Lunatari?
Harris, would you like to take the stand?
Oh, what?
Your
You
turn
guys
to
were
throw
going
the
so long on that bloody fucking throwing a goat thing. I just zoned out.
The thing is, we ended up just throwing it.
I know. Oh my god.
So roll
What's
an
it? Strength check, is it?
athletics or
either-
acrobatics,
Yeah.
whichever is your
Okay.
better stat.
Okay. Varys launches it 13 feet. Varys is in joint second place.
All that.
How's it?
Wait, joint second place.
Yep.
Yeah,
thought there was-
13 was second. 16,
I-
17.
I thought 17, and the guy before that, the first guy was 16, and the little.
No. No.
Huh?
No,
The guy who
13.
threw was 12.
The little
old
lady mashed
was
it, yeah.
30. The old lady was high, and the woman was 13.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll go with 13 as well.
Blimey, there's a lot of people in second place.
You have to do a freeway tiebreaker.
Okay,
Well, there's no prize. It's a charity event.
now the captain. So,
The captain, like the little old lady.
Effort.
So he's like,
Well,
he like leans down to the little old lady and he's like, "So you reckon underarm?" And she's like, yes, dearie, underarm. It's the way to do it." So
That's the way to
he,
do it.
he just like with ease just launches the barrel just past the little old lady. He's like 18 feet.
No.
For God's sake.
you could put a block in the midair with a magic hand.
Denied.
At 10
Bearing in
feet,
mind,
at 10
Varys can
feet,
detect
there is a
magic
magic
and will pull
hand
you
in
out.
front of the barrel.
Can people see the spectral? I've never understood with made hand. Can it be seen?
Oh,
It's-
actually.
It's spectral.
But I could
so
also appear it and then disappear it instantly. Can
So
theoretically.
you do that.
slap it.
Alright. You do that. The barrel lands at spot on 10 feet level with where your mark was.
Level with mine, yes. You just happening to do that. Just happen to do that at the
And he
exact
just-
same time.
He just looks at you and laughs. It's sort of like he kind of pats you on the back, and as he does so, you like stumble forwards because this guy's like fucking he doesn't look much bit, or he doesn't really look more intimidating than any other guard. However,
Yeah.
the moment he pats you on the back, you realize he's like super strong. He's like,
I would say I'd wink at him, but that doesn't really work with the mark.
Oh yeah. Have you not got like a? Have you got like a little button you can press and it kind of
No,
just shutters?
That's the whole point. That's like my character's quest.
So basically, we've got Gohan on our hands, yeah.
I'll laugh with him.
oh, what was his name from the Watchtower? No,
Uh,
not the Watchtower. The Watchman.
Never seen
Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Rorschach, yeah. Yes, that's kind of what I'm going for.
You are Rorschach.
But I'll laugh with him and I'll cough up the gold. I mean, fair's fair.
And then you see him, and he sort of like, he just goes over to the little old lady, and just sort of like grabs her around the waist, picks her up roughly, like he's able to easily just haul her up into the air until she's about like 7 foot in the air, and just goes, "The champion!"
I'm feeling.
Way!
And then puts her down again, and everyone's cheering.
I'm feeling like a whole
Uh,
Alex Louise Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist moment
No,
right now.
I am Spartacus.
What's the charity? Did we find out what the charity was actually for?
Nope.
Yeah, to help feed the homeless people.
Alright, okay. Yep.
So the poorer people who are seeking refuge in the city, to help cover the costs of feeding them and clothing them and all the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
We're
with,
trying to
need
keep
go
it
to
alive.
fights and stuff at some point. We
With-
haven't fought anything in weeks.
with that, you know, like knowing what the charity's for and everything, it's like I've already paid my 2 gold to enter, and I was just like, I pop an extra 5 gold in and just going, as it's for a good cause, I put in 5 gold towards the charity.
Okie dokie.
Nothing.
Captain Basalt sort of like, oh, thank you very much, thank you very much. He's definitely being like the ambassador for this.
For the whole thing. He
Yeah,
supports the
he's-
children.
Yeah, he's definitely being like,
I'm surprised Kay.
in this instance, the nice guy.
Surprised Kay isn't becoming bezies with Basalt.
What, for the children?
Probably could. I mean, like,
Seems to be Kay's sort of insert town friend. Because I mean, I've got a flubber beard. Hansy's got a tryhard. It's got to be high up in the town for Kay.
that could be quite amusing if Kay wants to like get something tryhard. Like if Lunatari and Tryhard agree on something and they want to do it, and Kay
Basalt and
disagrees.
Kay.
You can just go to Basalt and just go. Can you stop Tryhard from doing this, please? Just overall, that could be quite.
I'll just go to Flubberbeard and be like, should we fuck with some stuff?
Is Kay even with us?
But yes,
Wait, what?
Yep, there's your answer.
there he is.
Brilliant. So, Kay, what is it you're watching that's distracting?
Porn on, sex on TV, sorry.
Well, I was actually watching the football match. You guys
Oh.
are just rattling on, so I'm just like letting you go with it.
You're meant to pay attention to the rattling on bits. There's usually qubits of information, usually.
Normally,
It's all right. Kay was in a bad mood earlier. We let him.
He
chill.
was. It's fine to watch the football if you want. We have been waffling quite a lot today.
I mean, it's been super extra waffling.
Yeah, it's because I wanted to get out and fight some shit, but Terry made the horses ill.
Yeah, the horses are still gonna be ill, but you know you could have just headed out anyway. But you know,
It was
that's
getting
right.
dark. That wasn't my idea.
Oh no, it's getting dark. We don't want to fight vampires.
That was the other two.
I didn't hear you object to it
Doesn't-
either. You kind of actually went,
Said,
actually.
oh, we'll stay here. So I was like, you know what? Party vote, fine.
Yeah, you didn't actually fight the decision. You was
Yeah,
like,
you just
"Fair
went,
enough."
yeah, fair enough, fair point. And
Right,
then,
okay then, let's go vampire hunting in the city.
No, I'm drinking ale. Fuck you.
in the
Alright, let's
city,
go back to the bar then.
we're technically there. We're just down the side of it.
In the alleyway.
The annoying thing is, like, I kind of want to keep going, but at the same time, I kind of want to just not make people play late tonight, seeing as everyone earlier was going, no, I don't want to play Coastal Lane.
I'm happy to
And I'm
do.
kind of thinking that if we, and I'm aware that at least one of you might be disappointed that you don't get to kill anything. But if we call it
Sad.
here, and then next week we will literally start out as you leave the castle.
I was about to say, next week we'll start by leaving the town, and that's kind of what I was aiming for, because I just looked at the was thinking I'll probably want to finish up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I know. I picking up on the fact that I'm keeping you entertained in town for a little bit too much, and I should be
That's fine.
allowing.
It's good
you
fun,
to-
I enjoy it, but yeah,
I think you do need fillers and stuff in between, because if it's just constant
well,
fight
it's
after
character
fight,
building.
yeah. Well, do you
Fight
want?
after fight gets just as boring.
Do you want to go on till 10 o'clock and stop at 10? Like we can
Well,
get.
there's not much else to do. I can imagine we'll go to the pub.
Or fi- I was just
We'll
like-
bully you about bloody Bill Nye for a bit.
Depending on whether or not Kay wants to flirt with Dilly, she
I was about to say,
will.
Kay'll make a move on Dilly.
Oh please, K, do.
She'll punch him.
I just- I
can
can-
move from Dilly. I respect the lady. That's my first move was
The first thing you did was wolf whistle.
exactly the first thing I did was obviously rejected. So I've fully known that the line has been drawn, and there is no point in succeeding it.
So why does Bill Nye not get this?
Boring.
Because Bill Nye is Bill Nye.
Yeah, obviously.
He's
Bill
like,
Nye's there. I've got a crash gun.
Nepal really put their country in a stupid place, didn't they?
I don't think they had a choice of where their
Like-
country went.
India was like, we want this bit and we'll just stop at the mountains. And China was like, we want this bit and we'll also stop at the mountain. And Nepal went, that's a really nice stretch of mountain. What the fuck, guys?
I really don't actually know what to say to that, Stan.
But like, literally, India stopped at the mountain range, China stopped at the mountain range, and Nepal was like, there's literally like a 10-mile, like, that'll be us. Sweet.
Where are you going with this?
Call it a city, slap Kathmandu in the side of a cliff.
Okay, but alright, more to the point. What just triggered this?
I'm looking at a world map and just saw Nepal.
Oh, okay. There's a bit more context. It was just a very random thing to outburst.
It just bothered me.
You don't
But yeah,
need-
unless
Yeah,
anybody
I'm
actually
going
wants to
swiftly
do
back.
anything specific in D&D.
No, I was just gonna say if you wanted to go until 10, we could just use it as filler up till we leave. Like we end it on we're leaving the castle.
Diddly-diddly-doo.
So for me, my audio is pissing me off, and I need to.
I mean, yeah, we can call it. We can call it here. I mean, we're not at a point where we're in the middle of a crisis or anything like that, so it can be called at any point. So if you want to call
Yeah.
it now, then I'm absolutely fine with that.
I think it'll be.
I think
Good
that's
to do that.
easiest.
Cute.
And then next week I'll get you.
We'll reconvene. Actually, I need to speak to you, Terry, about a few things.
Oh no.
Ting ting. The ting ting.
The ting tings.
Especially when
mean-
he
I
calls
mean-
it a ting.
Do you need it? Do you want to wait until after tomorrow and you've died to after next week and you've died to vampires, or do you want to speak to me before?
I'll speak to you before that.
Okay.
I know you're going to throw everything at me anyway, so I'm just like, that's inevitable, so...
I don't have to worry about the everythings. If I want to kill you, I just throw rats at you.
An army of
bushes.
bushes.
Or bushes, yeah. Or
Thorny
rat,
bushes.
or rat bushes, as I came up with the other week.
I just reckon
Bush
because
rat- bush
you
rats.
also get swarms. So
Uh,
you've struggled with a singular rat, and I'm wondering how
I
you
didn't
deal with a
struggle
swarm.
with it, it just bit
You
me.
did kind of, struggle.
3 of them bit.
That's fine, but they did 1 damage.
You were the only one trying to kill them.
Because they pissed me off.
They did
Just
nearly
like you
kill
wanted to
you.
kill a fucking kid in a school.
No.
No. You
I wanted to, but I
attacked
didn't
them without
try.
attacking you first.
Yeah.
You attacked them first. For no reason.
Oh, no, I had reason.
What, the
Chat
rats?
shit, get bit.
Yeah, you got
Where Stan's
bit
one was
by that
basically-
kid. He burnt your fucking cape.
Yeah, but I didn't kill the fucker.
I think you're still contemplating it.
I wanted to, I didn't do it.
There's still time. We'll come back after our thing and be like, oh, by the way, there's been another murder. There was some kid at the wizard tower. He got burnt as well. Just very badly.
Yes. Right, anyway. We've got off topic again, and it's not even about the poll this time.
About the what? Oh, right, yeah.
Nepal.
I
Still
thought
a
you said,
secret
sorry, I thought you said Portal. I was like, Portal? I want to play Portal.
portal.
But yes.
But yes, unless there's anything specific that people want to do, I think.
No, I think it would just be resting up, sleep. Not that I actually need
Embarrassed
to.
at the bar drink.
Does he have to roll a constitution in the morning? If he's hungover or not. Is that a
said
thing?
he was
Theoretically.
drinking alcohol, drinking to get drunk. Just said he was having a few drinks.
You've been very dead set this whole thing of drinking. In the last half an hour, it's like, I'm drinking!
He's drinking.
He's a big lad as well, so I suppose.
Does
Do
he
you-
take his alcohol?
Is that a thing you do in D&D, Terry? When it comes to
Alcohol
drinking?
tolerance.
What?
Like having to roll a
Deal
constitution?
with being drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's like constitution saves for eating certain things, but I suppose alcohol would have the same effect. But yeah, if we're good to call it, if you want to call it here, I'm happy to do so.
Yeah, I'm currently looking up headphones and figuring out what I want to get.
I
I
think-
might try Tom's because they're actually only 20 quid.
I
I
mean-
might try Tom's
Overland.
to see what the quality is like.
The ones that I've got are Sades. They're a pretty good make, and they've like so many different ranges. They can pick them up from like 20 quid and stuff, but they're not bad. I was lucky I got mine on Amazon sale, so I picked them up for 25 quid, reduced from 60. So
Have you ever looked at like Canada on a map?
should we save this for post stream? Let me quickly
I
finish.
think it is post stream now, isn't it?
I think
Oh, I
it's
need to end it.
literally dead.
It's
Cool. Right, well, let me do my closer then. I'll jump out of the chat, I'll do my closure, and then I'll come back in to find out about what you have to say about Canada.
and America.
But no, thank you guys for joining me as
Yeah,
usual.
definitely end the stream now.
Yeah.
And catch you guys next week.
See you around.
Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's been a bit more of a story filler, bit more character building, equally just as fun. I do need to speak to the DM about some things that I would like to do with my plot line. But we are now, thanks to Skullduggery, employed as professional vampire hunters, or he says he is, so we'll see where that takes us. But yep, we will be back next week for some more D&D. I will definitely be doing some more streaming this week. I would like to do a stream tomorrow. Don't know what it's going to be. It might be Monster Hunter World, actually, because I would like to get some streams in for that, because I'm quite enjoying that. I only started it on Sunday, and it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, I will continue to stream this week as well. Sunday, as always, will be it will be continuing on with A Plague Tale, because I'm thoroughly enjoying that, and I want to see what happens next. But thank you very much all for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this session, and we will be back next week for it. My name's Hansi. You've been watching Chill Zone Gaming. Good night, folks.